Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today I'm here with Sasha, our ranch manager, and Sasha's got quite a few different skill levels, and right here's one of them. Sasha, tell me a little bit what you got going here.
Well, we built a little storage shelf and kind of some hangers here. We've got little hanging clips underneath, and then you can set stuff here in the slots, whatever you happen to have. Jan sent me an example of this from Amazon that was plastic, and it wasn't quite as nice, but this is for the girls' intern housing.
Okay.
So I made one out of cedar here that's quite a bit nicer, and it'll fit in because we did a lot of cedar trim and stuff. And
well, that is nice.
there's some other cedar accents that we put in. So
you took a rough cedar board.
Yep, rough sawn cedar boards, and yesterday afternoon it's kind of rainy, so Efren and I spent some time and we ripped everything down to the right width on the table saw.
Okay.
And then ran it through a planer. I've got a little tabletop planer. It'll do up to about 13 inches. So we planed them down, and then today we spent some time and sanded them and cut them all to length and to size and
when you said it'll do 13 inches, 13-inch width?
13 inches wide up to 7 inches thick. So you can put a big chunk through it.
7 inches thick?
Yep, it'll give you 7 inches from the bottom of the deck to the top of the cutter head if you crank it all down to an eighth. So
okay.
It's got a lot of.
Well, I heard you and Efren, you all made some wood chips out here this morning.
We were hard at it. Yeah, the planer's pretty loud, and it makes quite a bit of noise, and it sends wood chips 20 or 30 feet.
So the fact that you've got it all together now, are you gonna just leave it raw like that, or are you gonna?
Well, so this is going in the bathroom, so we'll leave it raw, and anytime moisture gets into it, it brings out the cedar smell.
Oh, really?
And it also keeps moths away. Of course, that's why they make cedar closets and cedar chests.
Okay.
If it were going to be somewhere in a kitchen or where there'd be a lot of grease and things like that, we'd probably put polyurethane or linseed oil or something like that. But then you don't have the smell from it anymore.
Right. You seal it all up.
Exactly. If you leave it natural like this, yeah, I mean, if you set something down on it, it may leave watermarks over time, but you can always resand it down.
Okay.
And it'll always keep the fragrance of the cedar, which is probably one of the nicer parts of it.
Right. Right.
And it'll stay, if it's inside, it won't fade out, it won't gray out or anything like that. Of course, if it was outside, it'd gray out in the sun, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's gonna be inside. It's
gonna be inside, exactly.
So it'll keep that color for
exactly, and it'll keep the smell. Anytime there's humidity in the air or anything like that, it'll keep the smell.
I can smell it. I mean,
it's very fragrant. Yeah.
Oh man, it's got a wonderful smell. Yeah, that's awesome. How'd you cut all those grooves in there like that?
That's a jigsaw.
That's a jigsaw. Okay.
Yep, I had a jigsaw, and then I used a little piece of 1-inch pipe. I don't know where I set it, and I wrapped sandpaper around it to
sand
inside the curves. Yeah, I don't have a sanding Dremel here. It's back. My guys have it back in Kentucky, but
yeah. Well, tell me what this other deal is.
Well, over here we've got just like a little hanging rack. I've made several for my house for coats or towels. This one will be for towels probably.
Yeah.
But it's just little wooden pegs. We use scrap, and then you drill through the back of them. You can pre-drill them, and then put one screw. And then when it's mounted on the wall, of course, you don't see any of those screws.
Right.
It's all hidden fasteners.
Yep.
Just on a little board here, and that'll go, go right on the wall just like that. I've made a bunch out of oak. Of course, we made quite a few out of cedar out here.
Yep.
But
that looks nice.
Real simple, and you can make them any different size. I've made a couple with just 2 pegs. I've got one at my house back in Kentucky, or my old house. Yeah, shoot, it's got like 16 on it. The thing's like 6 feet or 8 feet wide.
Okay. So you can hang a lot of stuff
on it. You can hang all kinds of stuff on it. Yep.
Yep.
And then here I'm going to make a round one eventually, but this one here is just a little towel bar.
Okay.
Same thing. It'll mount on the wall. Just like that, and throw towels over to keep them flat. They'll dry out better,
Okay.
And then I had an extra hook, so I just put it there. Maybe hang something or other on
Wash rag or something.
Exactly right.
Yep.
But same thing. I was thinking next time, Greg, we could cut some round ones. We could cut little cedar trees and make a round bar.
Oh,
there. It would look pretty cool.
You'd have to take a draw knife.
Yeah. Peel the bark back. Off. And sand it down, but the square one worked all right for.
Well, that piece of timber we're cutting in over there right now, it's got a lot of little cedars in it that didn't have any sunlight getting to them.
They're long, straight, and they don't have any knots in them. And some of them are, 2-3 inches diameter. It'd be perfect.
I bet they're solid red too.
I would say so. We just take a little bit of the bark off and a little bit of the white off. And
yeah.
Be all red.
You wouldn't even have to run them through a route or anything. Just they're round.
And they, look kind of unique.
Yeah. A natural round formed by nature itself.
Exactly right.
Cool. Okay, well, I just wanted to. I saw you didn't have the back on it earlier. That looks really nice.
Yeah, we got the back put on, and it's turned out pretty good, I think.
Yeah, that is sharp.
Have to make something else like that in the future. It's kind of giving me some ideas for other projects we can get into.
Well, we get our sawmill fired up here pretty shortly. We're going to be sawing up a bunch of cedar lumber. So, yeah, that's cool.
I have all kinds of stuff to make.
I like working with cedar because it's a very pliable wood, but also it's got a really great smell to it.
Well, it has a fantastic smell, and it's a durable wood. It's pretty strong, except for where you get into knots. A lot of cedars will have rot in them from fire ants, get into them real bad, and they eat the middle out, and then it'll rot because it gets moisture in it.
Yep.
But in most of your cedar lumber, like in this one, as long as the knots are pretty small, like these aren't real big, you know, they still stay pretty strong. Now, when you get into pieces where you have a whole bunch of knots like this that are a little bigger, as long as you have some meat on either side but no knots in it, the lumber's still pretty strong. It's when you cut right down the middle of it that makes a weak point.
Okay.
But for anything like this, you know, there's not a whole lot of load on that.
Yeah.
But
it's not
if
like
you're
you're
framing something or doing something like that.
It's not like you're going to have a couple 100-pound piece of equipment hanging on that.
No, exactly. If you're using it for decking on a trailer, you might be more selective.
Yeah.
Something like, or doors if you were building doors with it.
Yeah. Cool.
But cedar's just fantastic to work with. It's soft enough. It's easy to work. As long as you pre-drill it, it doesn't split. And it's pretty light in comparison to, say, oak or hickory or locust or anything.
Well, I can see something like that of some winter projects when it's cold out and snowy. We got our man cave up there. We need things to do on snowy days.
We could build all kinds of these, or some bookcases I'd like to build, and maybe a pantry, freestanding pantry or two like that. Or maybe even build shelves for in the shop if we needed to.
Well, folks, keep an eye on our website. There may be some of this being listed on there. So, yeah, that's awesome that you got that kind of skill level. Sasha, you can put something like that together out of just plain old rough piece of wood.
It's fun to do it.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. I've always enjoyed woodworking.
Well, thank you for sharing your time and your expertise, how you built it, and we look forward to doing something different again, maybe on the next one.
Absolutely. Thank you, Greg.
Yep. Y'all have a good one. Take care.